This is an unusual one where it seems as if it is growing in its interest and with velocity over the last couple of days.
If you're wondering what it means when people go silent on the very issue they built their brand around, you're not alone. Today's story reveals how silence, not speech, often tells you where the power is. Let's start with the facts. Earlier this month, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi made a startling admission. The Epstein client list, long dismissed as a conspiracy theory, did in fact exist.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
Okay, well, we'll check back with you.
She said it was physically on her desk and that she intended to release it. That single statement set off a firestorm. Bondi's words reignited long-standing demands for elite accountability.
Who has Jeffrey Epstein's
Black Book?
Black Book?
FBI.
But who? That is I mean, there's
that's under direct control of the director of the FBI.
What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know it. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
This isn't about Epstein or 9/11 or JFK or RFK. It is, but it isn't. It's about a bigger thing.
MAGA influencers, many of whom had built years of content around Epstein as a symbol of child trafficking and deep state corruption, saw an opportunity to validate their warnings.
Good point. Let me interject. That's what I think this Epstein thing is a unique example where there's like 5 or 6 elements that kind of combine. Because it does have this, not only was he a creep and a pedophile, which there has been a yearning in the right-wing base that there has been some pedophilic activity that has not been held accountable. As you know, that has been a legitimate concern for over a decade. And then number 2, that he probably was an intelligence asset either for the American government or for MI6 or for the Saudis or for Mossad or whatever, right? We don't know. Number 3, of course, the way he died, which was not exactly transparent. And then, of course, he's a billionaire, or allegedly. So there's this populist thing, which is like, oh, if you have money, you can buy your way out of no matter what evil actions that you are in.
But just days later, the story reversed itself. The Department of Justice issued a formal memo claiming that no such list exists. The reversal stunned Bondi supporters and critics alike. It also sparked internal panic across MAGA circles, fracturing the base between those demanding answers and those defending the administration's new position. Enter Donald Trump. In the middle of this tension, Trump placed a series of private phone calls to high-profile conservative influencers. One of those was Charlie Kirk.
Transparency is the answer here.
Founder of Turning Point USA. Within 48 hours of that call, Kirk took to his show with a surprising statement. I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. Just like that, the man who had built years of content around Epstein walked away from the story.
Plenty was said this last weekend at our event about Epstein. Honestly, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands. I've said plenty this last weekend. So if you guys want to see my commentary on it, that's fine.
The silence was deafening. Let's break down what that means for real people. For the poor and working class, especially those who believed Kirk's previous messaging, this is another trust fracture. They are watching someone who once spoke truth to power now fall silent without explanation. For the middle class, the shift creates psychological whiplash. Influencers who seemed independent are suddenly behaving like party operatives. It challenges the integrity of the entire MAGA-aligned media ecosystem. And for the wealthy and elite, it's a breather. The heat's off for now. Public attention is drifting elsewhere, and once again, institutions accused of harboring predatory networks are spared another round of exposure. So what happens next? Most likely, at around 70% probability, conservative influencers will pivot away from Epstein altogether. They'll focus on safer culture, war content, and avoid triggering deeper fractures in their base. Best case, 20% probability, independent media and FOIA advocates fill the void, pushing hard to hold the DOJ and Bondi accountable for their contradictory statements. Worst case, 10%, disillusioned followers fall deeper into more extreme conspiracy spaces, no longer trusting anyone to tell them the truth. There are other ripple effects too. More people are beginning to question the authenticity of influencers they once trusted. Independent press channels will likely see growth. And Bondi herself may face legal scrutiny over publicly contradicting her own department's memo. Here's the core summary. Pam Bondi confirmed the list, then denied it. Trump called Charlie Kirk. Kirk walked away from Epstein without explanation. This is no coincidence. It's narrative management in real time. And if you're wondering what it means when people go silent on the very issue they built their brand around, you're not alone. This moment isn't just about Epstein. It's about how power suppresses truth by using loyalty, silence, and timing, not just censorship. The takeaway: what isn't said matters as much as what is. And when silence lines up with phone calls and reversals, it's not silence. It's strategy.
Transparency is the answer here, and it's not too late to fix it.
Please remember to like and subscribe below, and thank you for watching.